Welcome back on the show for Kansas Sports Chatter. Make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube as we bring in our next guest. And that's going to be Regan Kueker, a member of the Wamego golf team. Hey, Regan, appreciate your time coming on the show. For you, man, this is going to be an exciting time of the year for you, just getting ready to roll.
Yes, sir. We're getting back into it. Qualifying starting already. And with last year, there's just expectations. There's a lot of pressure, but it's fun to be back.
All right, so before we get into the nuts and bolts of Wamego golf, for you, golfing in general, how'd you get started?
So I started when I was in third grade. I was playing baseball, and I started to pick up golf, and I was like, screw baseball, I'm playing golf. And so I started playing a little bit throughout middle school, and then COVID hit, and that's all we had to do was golf. So sixth grade and throughout, I started playing more tournaments, and then I got to high school, and I really started to like it. So yeah.
What were some of the youth tournaments like? What was that experience like?
So I mostly just played MJGA, which is a Manhattan Junior Golf Association, which they are amazing. They put on it's a really good program, and it's really good for bringing kids into the game. And then, yeah, I played a couple Kansas Junior Golf tournaments, but mostly just local, smaller tournaments growing up.
So for you, was it more of a learning by just more reps and getting out there, or did you have lessons? How did you kind of pick it up?
So it was a little bit of both, right? I had lessons growing up. I used to go to a swing coach at my hometown, and then he moved, so I ended up going to a swing coach at a golf course called Firekeeper. Scott Wimpy, he's amazing. So lessons definitely helped. They just helped me get my swing together, but you don't improve your score by just taking lessons. So yes, definitely the on-course learning and learning from my future teammates in high school, that had a huge impact on my ability and to get me to where I am now.
So when you go to a swing coach and you take these lessons, how much are they just breaking down that swing and just any nitpicking thing about your swing? What's that experience like?
So there's a lot of different types of coaches. So the first one I went to was a little more nitpicky, I'd say, on swing stuff. But Scott is really good at working with what you've got and then helping you kind of correct everything. Of course, with your swing, there's a lot of things that go into it, a lot of things that could go wrong, a lot of things you can do right. But Scott's really good on focusing on just the small things you're doing wrong and then fixing those, and it helps you play a lot better, a lot quicker.
So now at this point in your career, after having all those lessons and, more experience and going into your senior year of golf, for you, how much can you stay to that rhythm of that swing, or do sometimes you get into a funk, and how hard is it to get back into rhythm?
Oh, tell me about it, dude. The funks, they come for sure. But the more experience you have, the less those come and the more you're able to deal with them. I don't think there is more pressure, I'd say, this year because it's my senior year and I want to be a leader on the team. But I would say the experience has put me here for a reason. And I think I know I can do it. And I believe that my experience will help me get through those funks that definitely will come.
All right. The high school scene in Wamego, what was it like just even your freshman year entering golf?
So freshman year, I barely snuck into varsity. I was six-man, I think. And then in our first tournament, I shot an 88, barely stayed in there. And then finally, my third tournament, I shot 74, so I was kind of locked in after that. But, man, I was with, I think, 2 or 3 seniors my freshman year, and just the interactions were crazy, and they were awesome and a little eye-opening for me. But that experience is something I will never forget, for sure.
What's the competition like? Just especially once you get to state, but even, throughout the regular season, what's that competition like?
So, luckily in golf, it's more of a leveled competition. So we have 1-man through 6-man. So I played with the 6-bag my freshman year. And so they were pretty similar to me, or maybe a little worse than my skill level because of some of the terms we played in. But so it helps gradually introduce you to it. But when I'd say definitely the largest difference between golf before high school and high school golf was the team aspect, because you're actually playing for somebody. And so that was something I definitely had to get used to in competitions.
Wamego golf, you talk about, any of the scenic places. I feel like Wamego is a pretty good place for golf.
Absolutely. Our course is amazing. I don't know if you've ever been out there or if you play golf yourself, but it is a beautiful place. And our back nine especially, it'll make you good at this game. you have no other choice but to get good at this game. So
So okay, so taking Wamego's golf course out of the picture, where's been your favorite place to play so far in your high school career?
high school career. Okay. So it has to be Sand Creek Station because, first of all, that's where state was at last year, and state last year was an incredible experience. But also, I think I've always loved going there. It's such a nice course. It's easy to get on, it's cheap, and it's a beautiful place.
For you, committing to UT Martin for next year, what went into your decision process in choosing UT Martin?
Definitely the first part was the small town feel of it. It's very similar to, it's smaller than Manhattan, and it's a little more similar to this, where your community is your community and there's not a bunch going on. It'll kind of feel like a second home to me, at least is what I hoped. And then also, I'd say it was the most kind of like best, I wouldn't say best offer I got, but it was the most interesting to me because it's Division I golf. You go play some really good schools, and you get the chance to go play in the NCAA tournament, which that'd be amazing. So, yeah.
Did anyone, I mean, obviously you're still finishing out your high school career, but like, the advice, like going to college and like the differences there, like what's that experience? Do you imagine like, even getting ready to go, next fall?
So yeah, a couple of things I'm doing to prepare. I'm trying to plan way more like amateur events than junior events because then you start to build connections with college golfers, and I think those connections are huge in getting you comfortable into the college golf world. And also just learning learning the differences, because it's hard to know as a high school golfer what the differences are going to be. But if you talk to them, they say there are plenty of those differences. So,
wow. Hey, Regan, I appreciate it, and best of luck the rest of the season.
thank you. Yeah, thanks for having me on.
That is Regan Kueker, a member of the Wamego golf team. We'll have more of the show right after this.